It's your girl, Sherry from Off Grid. I just want to give everybody a message that's following me on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook and YouTube, of course. I'm at the hospital right now at the MedStar Hospital in St. Mary's County, the only hospital in St. Mary's County. And this hospital has been so unprofessional in the past to me as well as others and their caregivers. A lot of it is race as well. A lot of it is race. And today I came in, went to another urgent care. To make a long story short, I have a bad ear infection that's gone to the back of my skull and my head, caused me to have severe headaches. And even when I walked into the door of this hospital, I walked into the triage, the emergency department. There was two members of the hospital talking about coffee and cappuccinos or whatever have you. And I had to make a gesture just to let them know I was here, but they saw me, but they didn't care. But the lady finally waited on me. Then when I came in here, I told them that I came from another urgent care. A week I couldn't hardly stand up. And these bastards tell me that they don't have no wheelchair. So for the times I'm in and out from the triage to the other x-rays, they found me a wheelchair, and they said, well, we're going to borrow this, but once we put you back in the waiting room, we can't give you a wheelchair. So as I was in triage today, the lady said, well, she's not the doctor, she can't order me no test. So I was trying to confuse when I first got here. They sent me for a chest x-ray because she said she's not quote unquote a doctor, but yet I did not come here for any chest issues, and I came here with orders from another doctor. Why did she give me that? That's when I said that's another clue, they just doing what they want to do. But yet, when I finally talked to another nurse, I said, who sent me for chest x-rays? If the triage nurse told me, well, she can't do anything about what on the paperwork, what was on the paperwork, because she nothing but the triage nurse or whatever. But yet, she put it in my folder immediately for me to have chest x-rays. But the whole cake, the whole ice cream on the cake, whatever topping was, I went to the Catscan department, and I wasn't sure whether she was Hispanic or she was black because the lights was off, it was dim, and I had 2 sets of earrings. If you look at all my videos, the video I took a picture yesterday, showed my kids my face. I took videos before Friday. In the last 6 months, I never changed my earrings. I had 2 sets of earrings on. And what I wanted to let y'all know was, not only they're not professional here, but the lady in the Catscan department stole my earrings. She was very adamant about taking them out and putting them to the cup. Well, no, she assisted me taking them out and putting them to the cup, but when I went to go put it back in, I said, you can just put them in my hand, and I'll put them back in my ear. She said, oh, no, I'll do it. Now, because I'm not feeling good, I'm sitting there, she went to both sides of my ears twice. But the second time, I never heard the lock because they're expensive earrings. So, they got the locks on them. You hear them click down. So not thinking, I went back to my room and I took another photo because there was no mirrors to see my face. I sent it to my aunt, and I noticed then, I said, I don't got my earring in my ear. And the picture I just took previously before I came in here, I had my earrings in all the other videos. As you go to my TikTok, YouTube, or whatever, I had my earrings in my ear. So make a long story short, she got caught in a lie talking about they can pull the cameras, and there's no cameras in the Catscan because of privacy and HIPAA laws. But she told us, I called security, and she claimed that she didn't take my earrings. I said, you did, because you wanted to put them in, and not only one was missing, 2. So one, I would say, okay, she didn't clip it back in and it fell out. So she tried to say I came. Then she said I only came in 1 set of earrings. But like I told them, I came with 2 sets. The loops I got left now, I'm leaving with, and also the one that I had that has the diamonds in them. So she eventually got caught because I told security, y'all taking up for her because she works here. And he said, no. But after I talked to him, and I showed him videos of a photo I took before I came here because my face was swollen. I wasn't trying to get my earrings, but I was showing my face. And as I showed my face, it showed my earrings. And I said, sir, I don't never take them off. So, make long story short, I called the sheriff department of St. Mary's County. They came out, they talked to me, and they said because of previous things in the past, I should never wear them up here, but this was an emergency. But they believed me, but I showed him some clips of videos from Friday all the way back up to I got sick. In every video, I had 2 pair of earrings in my ear, including the like a silver tone, white gold or whatever loops, and it had the diamonds going all the way around them, worth about $800. So he believed me because, like I said, I had no reason to take them off. I'm in my 50s and I'm setting my ways about what earrings I wear, and I make sure they go and they're nice earrings and not going to turn my ears. So immediately after the St. Mary's County Police Department came, I had instructions from the doctor. I forgot what his name was, but he said we're going to waiting for a couple hours for the test results to be read. Immediately, as soon as the police department came into the door, they came and like 5 minutes later and snatched the IVs out my arm and told me they would send me home. So again, I asked them third time. I said, look, when I leave at this place, I want all my medical records. Oh, we can't do that. You got to ask the doctors. When you leave a facility, you have a right to all your medical records, tests, blood work, labs, x-rays that they took before you leave the hospital. You don't have to wait. So he told me that the nurse that was on duty told me that they just read them off on the phone and then they don't talk to patients. But when the doctor came in the room, he said, well, it was an unofficial read, and he read him results on the phone, but there's nothing typed up, which he said earlier it could take a couple of hours before he got the reports together. So, make a long story short, I had to argue with him about getting my records before I left the hospital. I want the copies of what was done to me tonight because you got an attitude and want to see me at the hospital because I called the sheriff's department because your staff members and the Catscan stole my earrings. So that was one. And then 5 minutes later, because the doctor met with them in the hallway and he knew he was coming to my room. Okay, you discharged me and I have no paperwork showing what the MRI report was. Not the CAT scan, but I had an MRI as well. You had no proof, no nothing, and you said that it was like an unofficial, which I recorded a reading. But tomorrow morning when the MRI neurologist or whatever they call them come in, he'll do the official reading and do the report. I said, so why are you sending me home if it's an unofficial reading? So I had chronic pain to where that pain was a size a 10, and my ear inside was bleeding. I've been having nosebleeds, earaches, and headaches for like almost 5 to 6 months now. And I've been getting ear infections basically like at least once a month, not maybe twice, but it had my back of my brain area was like swollen. It was soft, and they kept on trying to tell me that it was migraines. I said, I have a migraine suffer for years. I know what migraines feel like. I will be allergic. I will be sensitive to the light, sound, noise, smell. It was none of that happening. I said my neck had pain. I had the signs of someone that's hiding either some type of cancer in my back of my head or type of meningitis. But they said the CAT scan showed it didn't. But they didn't want to give me MRI, and I kept on insisting that you send me out of here and don't take all the tests and take all the precautions. There could be some issues because I had to, had a couple friends that had places on speed dial. So I never got an official report, which I'll make a complaint about that, which they're probably not going to do anything because we're in a racist county. But St. Mary's Med-Star Hospital is the worstest hospital there is. And I'm doing this video because if you live in St. Mary's County, there's only one hospital. That's had problems with them in the past. It's not the first time. They had made Fox 5 News, and today the Latina lady that works, the Hispanic lady or whatever works in the, I'm not pregnant, but she works in the CAT scan. I just know who she was because I can see her shape and her size. Even though the room was dark and had just a few lights around the machine, and I knew who was filling with my ears, and I knew she went to the second side. She went to one side, then she went back to the first side, then she went back to the second, and I know she did them very quickly, and I didn't hear an snap. She stole my earrings because they was in the cup. So, but with her pretending like she's putting the earrings in my ear, she knew there was 2 pair. Her coworker came in and told the security, well, she saw them put both pair of my earrings in. Now, she knew it was both pair. So she basically just told her coworker. And then the coworker still saying they only came in 1 pair. I came in here with 2 pairs of earrings on. So not only that they're unprofessional, but they're thieves up in here. And I did file a theft report, which is a robbery report, because it's over $300. And I'm not letting this go. And I will send this video to Fox 5 News to let them know what's going on, because I don't put too much on this page, but I have other pages that's business that I'm not gonna put this on, but I do have enough following on this page. But it's gonna be on my some of my TikToks, Instagram. I already put it on Facebook, and I shared it to a public website that's a discussion for St. Mary's in Calvert County. But I just want y'all to be aware that this is the St. Mary's Hospital in Leonardtown, which is now MedStar. As you know, years ago, everything went to MedStar. It's MedStar St. Mary's, and I didn't have a problem with the doctor. You know, he clarified that the guy was basically an official person that was transcribing over the phone, but he knew I was getting agitated. But just from the time I came into the hospital, from the nurses, even I had a nurse tell me when a police officer in the room, like, well, we don't give case numbers out. She's not a damn security officer. She was a nurse. And I told her, she said, well, a report number. I said, look, I got a report number. I did get a report number. She said, well, the report number and the case number, because she intervened in somebody's conversation. That's the reason why me and the police officer said we'll call each other tomorrow, because she was interfering in our business. But she was my discharge nurse for tonight, which I'm going to put her name later on, link them in the video when I go back home and edit this video. But I deal with law. I work for a law office. I work for a judge. And I'm telling her, I know the difference between a report number and a case number. And she's going to try and say, well, we don't give report numbers. You're not security, bitch. Stay in your place. For once, stay in your lane. I got a report number because he'd called to a supervisor and he got my report number. So I got a case number and a report number. And she's steady saying, oh, they don't give out those. She's not in the security department at all. So that was that. She wasn't in the security department, but she got on the offensive side. And like I said, I had nothing but problems with the staff all the way up to, well, I can't say all the staff, but from the triage nurse, from the people that took me for my EKG, it's like they were just rude and obnoxious. They were just rude to the nurses in my room. I didn't have a problem with the head nurse because when I got upset, I already knew from my attorney to call the registration office. So I'm not going to put my head nurse out there, but she took care of me until the doctor came, and she was trying to make sure that everything was dealt with. But she just don't know the contacts that I have in my phone and who I deal with. And I done brought civil suits against the hospital before for malpractice and several other things happened to me twice. But it's like right after that, and she came, they wasn't even for watching them more. They started doing what they wanted to do. But the doctor was okay. I had no complaint with him because he knew I was dealing with business. And when I asked him, you gonna let me go, and you'll know when my head is swollen, my ears is running and red and bloody inside. You know, you can't see the blood all the time, but I was sent over here for another doctor from urgent care rescue squad. So that's when he went and had tests. I said, you're going to see me out here without any diagnosis. You're going to see me out here just raw with no answer. And that's when he did the MRI, which was, I was told to get the MRI, and it was put in the records when I first came here. When I first came here, I told them that I was sent from the urgent care to get an MRI. I guess they didn't want to take orders from another doctor. So they decided to do everything else but my MRI. And then in the end, when I got technical and legal with him, he did my MRI. But anyway, I'm just letting you know I'm signing off. So, yeah. I'm going to try to find something with their... But this is the way. Well, I'll show you a photo of the hospital sign because I know I talk fast. But it's right here in the door, MedStar St. Mary's Hospital. So you can Google it on my channel, or you can Google it on Facebook, or they on Facebook. I'm not sure about Instagram, but I know they probably got YouTube. But yeah, I'm taking this all the way to the proper hands and. The robbery of people. From the robbery squad of St. Mary's County is come back to the hospital because the lady and I had proof I had my earrings in my ear that she stole my earrings while I was at the hospital tonight. So because it's over $300, that's a felony and it's going to the robbery. So I have also someone else I know that's going to follow with the detectives and get footage and stuff, but there's no footage in the MRI or the Catscan. Ain't no room because of this HIPAA and it's based on patient privacy. But if you come this way, just look out for those people that will rob you. And if I had gold teeth, she probably would robbed up my mouth too. But thank God I didn't have no gold in my mouth. But she took the ones that are most expensive. But if we go back and look at Curvation 11 and Thrifting Off the Grid, and I forgot my other channel. One is called Can Lady, and then I have the Facebook. I do live shows on, and you'll see I got them. I want to say a year ago, maybe less than a year. I got them in summertime last year, so maybe it's not been a year. But I have in my. I know I had the first pair. These been in my ear for 9 years. I only took them out maybe 4 times. They were for a wedding, but they go right back in. When I had my cataract surgery at the hospital, these same earrings was in my ear about 2 years ago, but I hadn't brought the other one. I purchased the other one later on, because I know one of them these was a gift, and the other ones I purchased. They're about $800. But you can look at all my videos, even up to my latest TikTok, which I did Thursday or Friday, and then the latest picture I took before I came to the hospital today. My earrings don't never come out my ear. But anyway, peace and be good.